Hey guys, so today we're on 11.3 and 11.3 is all about using a protractor. So you will be able to measure a protractor or use a protractor to measure an angle or draw an angle when they give you a measurement. So first I just want to start out with the protractor. This is what you'll be using. Let me get a piece of paper so you can see behind so it's not so weird. You can see it better. So here is your protractor. You have a 0, 180, 0, 180. A straight angle is 180 degrees, so that's why it measures 180. But the first thing is you can either measure going this way or measure going this way, but the first step is you need to find the 0. So step 1, find your 0. So if there's a given angle, I'll just draw something really quick. First, you want to find your 0. See how this has a straight line right here? You're going to put that where your two rays meet, where your angles meet. Now, it could be going out this way, or it could be going out this way. In this case, it's going out to the right. So I want to line up my middle line on that, and I also want to line up this line with my angle. So watch. My middle's lined up, but my line isn't directly matched up yet. I need to tilt it a little bit. So now my angle and my darker line up. So find your 0. Step 1. My 0 is on the inside. Do you see how my arrow or my ray is going out towards the right? So I'm on the right side. My 0 is on the inside. Step 2. Follow the inside or outside. So I go to my inside. I want to look at the numbers on the inside when I'm measuring this angle, because if I look at the outside, the measurements will be wrong. So in this case, I'm going to look at the inside. So it goes up by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So it's in between 110 and 120 right here. Measures about right here. So if it's in between 110 and 120, smack in the middle, it's about 115 degrees. So step 3 would be find your measure. Or find your /degree. So this measures about 115 degrees. And also a sign for you to notice that it's not, if you're measuring it correctly. So if I was going to measure, let's just say I did by accident, I looked at the outside numbers, and it measured only on the outside 65 degrees. If you look at my angle, this is an obtuse angle. So I know that it has to be bigger than 90 degrees. So that could help you figure out if it's right or wrong. So 65 is not wrong. So make sure you're looking at find your 0. Was it on the inside or outside? So let's take a look at number 6. Use your protractor to find the angle measure. Step 1, you really don't even need to use your protractor, because you can see right here it's a right angle with the box, so you know that it's 90 degrees. Over here, we have to use our protractor. First step, place here your middle line on your dot. Match up your ray that's on the ground, I would say, and you want to find your 0. My 0 is on the outside. So I'm going to look at my outside numbers all the way until it stops. Make sure this line right here is matched up right here. My 0 on the outside stops right here, so my outside number would be about 152 degrees. I would say 150 to 155, in between there. Use your protractor to draw the angle. So you want to start off with, you want to put your dot, and you want to put a ray. You can either put out to the right or the left. I like going out to the right. So now you can put your ray right, or put your protractor here. You know that your 0 is on the inside, over on the right. So you want to go all the way over until you get to 115 degrees. On the inside, 115 is right about here. Bring it down a little bit. See how I marked it so I could bring it down? And then you just connect. Say 115. Over here, 67 degrees. Again, just draw a one ray out. Measure. My 0 is on the inside. I need to measure 67 degrees. I need to look at my inside numbers. Here's my 60. 67 is going to be right in between 70 and 60, so it's about right there. Bring it down a little bit. 67 degrees. All right. Draw an example of each. Label the angle with its measure. So it has to be an acute angle. So first, right here, draw an acute angle. I'm going to draw it at 30 degrees. Draw an obtuse angle. Start out with one ray. Put it in the middle. Line it up. It has to be obtuse. It has to be bigger than 90. So it has to be over here. So I go all the way up. It's going to be at 120. I just have to bring this line down. You could also, a straight angle just looks like here, and a right angle looks like this. You don't really have to measure those two. If you wanted to just draw your angle, let's say I just drew this obtuse angle, right? And I just go like this, and I can just measure it. It's at my 0's on the outside over here. And I can just measure that it's backwards. My 0's on the inside, and look over here, and it's at about 100. You could just also do that. Okay. Last, draw an angle with the measure angle of 0. Draw an angle with a measure of 0. So an angle of 0 would be 2 rays pointing to the 0. Describe your drawing. Both rays are pointing to 1, 0. I'm going to say inside or outside. I just want to talk about this straight angle. A straight angle is 180 degrees. So if something is pointing out, one's out to this 0, one's out to this 0, but it's really one is out to the inside 0, and it goes all the way around on the protractor to the 180 degrees. And we're done.